What is this piece of plastic? For 90% of zombies, it is a chain. It is a device mathematically designed to keep you poor, stressed, and brainless. But for the remaining 10%, the Y zombies, it is a sword. It is a tool that gives them security, free travel, and builds their reputation. The difference? The Y zombie knows they are playing with fire. The foolish zombie thinks it is free money. Today, we are going to dissect the financial system's master scam. Today, you will learn how to use the chainsaw without cutting off your own hand. Zombie psychology, the anesthesia of spending. Why do zombies get so deep into debt with cards? Are they stupid? No, they are being biologically manipulated. There is a concept in behavioral economics called the pain of paying. When a zombie pays with physical brains, cash, the insula in their brain activates. It is the same area that processes physical pain. Literally, it hurts to hand over your wealth. You see the brains leave. You feel the loss. But the credit card? Ah, that is different. The card anesthetizes that pain. You make a quick flick of the wrist, a loud beep. You take the product. You don't feel like you've lost anything. The pain is deferred to the future, to a distant day called the statement date. Studies have shown that zombies are willing to spend up to 100% more on the same product if they use a card instead of cash. The banks know this. That is why they give you the plastic for free. They know that with it in your hand, your defenses go down and your consumption goes up. The impulsive zombie doesn't buy what they need. They buy what the anesthesia allows them to tolerate. The mathematical trap, the myth of the minimum payment. Once you have taken the bait and spent more than you have, the second phase of the trap activates, reverse compound interest. Let's be clear, credit card interest rates are not normal. They are legalized usury. We are talking about 20%, 30%, sometimes 100% annually in some countries. But the bank doesn't want to scare you, so they invented the most dangerous tool of all, the minimum payment. The minimum payment is an optical illusion. Imagine the foolish zombie buys a giant screen for 1,000 brains. He doesn't have the money, so he uses the card. The bank tells him, "Relax, zombie. Don't pay me the 1,000 brains. Just give me 20 brains this month." Foolish zombie thinks, "What a deal. I have extra brains left over." Mistake. If foolish zombie only pays the minimum, he isn't paying for the screen. He is paying for the rent of the money. At that rate, it will take him more than 10 years to pay off that screen. And in the end, he will have paid 3,000 brains for a screen that was worth 1,000 and broke years ago. The minimum payment is mathematically designed so that you never finish paying, but without going bankrupt. They want to keep you alive, bleeding brains month after month, forever. You are their most profitable pet. The two types of zombies, revolvers and transactors. At bank headquarters, they classify zombies into two categories, and the names will surprise you. The zombie who pays interest, who lives in debt, who pays the minimum, they call a revolver. For the bank, this is the ideal client, the cash cow. But the Y zombie, the one who uses the card, gets the points, the benefits, and pays the total debt every month without paying a single cent in interest. Do you know what they call him? They call him a deadbeat. Why? Because they don't make money from his mistakes. The wise zombie uses the bank's infrastructure, uses their money for free for 30 days, and then leaves without paying extra. Your goal in life is to be a deadbeat to the bank. The wise zombie understands that the card is not an extension of their salary. The card is a means of payment, not a means of financing. If you don't have the brains in your debit account to pay for it today, you cannot afford to use the credit card, period. The score game, your zombie reputation. So why use it? Why not just cut up the plastic and live on cash? Because in the modern world, your reputation is everything, and that reputation is called a credit score. The system is cruel. If you have no history, you are a ghost. The zombie who never uses credit when they want to buy a cave, house, or need a loan for a real business will be rejected or charged double. You need the card to prove to the system that you are trustworthy. But here's the wise zombie's trick: utilization. Your score drops if you use your entire limit. If the bank lends you 1,000 brains and you spend 900, you smell of desperation. Your score falls. The wise zombie keeps their utilization below 30%. If they have a limit of 1,000, they never owe more than 300. This tells the system, I have access to resources, but I am disciplined. This skyrockets your reputation. And a good reputation will save you thousands of brains in the future on mortgages and insurance. Definitive strategy: how to hack the system. We understand the danger. Now, how do we use the chainsaw to build and not to destroy? Here are the 3 commandments of the wise zombie for credit cards. Commandment 1. The payment date is sacred. Set up autopay for the total balance, not the minimum, not partial, the total. If you do this, the interest rate is irrelevant. The rate could be 500%. You don't care, because 500% of 0 is 0. You are using the bank's money for free for 30 days. That is smart leverage. Commandment 2. Never buy points. Many zombies spend more to earn points or air miles. This is a trap. If you spend 100 extra brains to earn 2 brains in points, you have lost 98 brains. Rewards are just the cherry on the cake, never the cake itself. Accept the gifts, but never pay for them. Commandment 3. Use it as a shield. Cash is dangerous. If your physical brains are stolen, they are gone. If your debit card or credit card is stolen or cloned, it is your money missing while the bank investigates. But if your credit card is cloned, it is the bank's money they stole. The bank will fight like a lion to get it back. The wise zombie uses credit for everything, not for debt, but for security. He puts the bank as a shield between the thieves and his real wealth. Conclusion: the master of plastic. The credit card magnifies what you already are. If you are a messy zombie, the card will accelerate your destruction. It will eat you alive with interest and stress. If you are an organized zombie, the card will accelerate your wealth building. It will give you security, history, and rewards. Don't fear the plastic. Fear your own lack of discipline. Stop being a revolver, shooting yourself in the foot. Become a deadbeat and make the bank work for you. The system is designed for you to lose. Your education is the only way to win. Being a zombie is no excuse for not thinking. More zombies, more brains, more videos. See you in the next one.